got a post.
Not that I'm referring to you, of course, Mohammed.
Mohamed Radwan has got another post talking about PowerShell and how he's using it to automate one of his processes. And in this case, it's the backlog. He wants to automate that TFS 2013 backlog, and he goes into a number of details on getting the script, and it's actually a pretty long script, but he's goes nice pictures, nice examples, and in the end, this script does what? It exports categories, it renames a bug to custom bugs, it does just a whole bunch of assign to columns, work items, renaming, changing, closing, all these things all in one fairly monstrous script. So
it's good stuff. Mohammed's one of our great MVPs. We've got some really great TFS people in Egypt. Quite a lot of the TFS team actually. There's quite a few Egyptians in the TFS team as well. But Mohammed's one of I hate to mention another one of these ALM MVPs, but he is based out of Egypt, and he's done some great stuff. So it's a really interesting post.
Yeah, and
your build servers, your proxy servers, and you can find more information about this. There's actually one Microsoft MVP, Mohamed Radwan, who's written up a short little blog post about the management pack itself. And he's got a little layout of some of the basics of what the management pack can do. But it's a free management pack if you're using Operations Manager.
And so when I saw this post, again by Mohamed Radwan, this is like he was on a tear. You guys, you listeners out there, you need to go to his blog. He was seriously on a tear in the last couple of weeks. He's been doing the SOCOM stuff, the upgrade to SourceSafe stuff. He's announcing some training things that he's doing. If you guys are in the TFS space and you're interested, subscribe to his blog. But anyway, he was talking about the upgrading Visual SourceSafe to Team Foundation Server, and he does a pictorial walkthrough. And we've talked about the tool that was released to make it happen, but he makes this even easier to do. The tool is pretty easy to use, but he makes it brain dead easy to get started with it.
The newly revamped Team Explorer. And Mohamed, again, has a great blog post out there on what's new and different in the Team Explorer. Now,
So we've been talking about upgrading a lot. Mohamed Radwan has released both a little command line tool as well as a description of it to help you estimate your time for the migrating of your projects to VSO.
Wow.
How long would it take approximately, given a number of counts of change sets and changes and counts of files and work items and histories of work items and that kind of stuff. But he gives take a look at it. So yeah, I definitely want to thank him for releasing that and giving that out to the community.
That's awesome. That's really thanks, Mohamed.
It gives us a bit of a quicker way to interact with people. So Mohamed Radwan actually has a post out here about Trello and VSTS integration, and he walks you through specifically how to wire those two platforms together and synchronize information between the two of them, so you can submit new work items or other items from Trello directly and have it go into your...
Anyway, talking about overviews, Mohamed Radwan talks about a release management overview for TFS and VSTS. If you're, kind of like me, and we've been talking about, you've been hearing about release management, but you haven't really looked at it as much as you probably should. This is a great post. It's short, it's sweet, it's management safe, lots of pretty pictures and arrows and stuff. So if you're trying to sell your management team or your ops guys or whomever, your peers, this is a nice post to do that, and it kind of outlines.
So when you are migrating, there's some different options. Mohamed Radwan's got some options there.
Yeah, Mohammed's post is nice. This is, the whole migrating it using Ops Hub and source control and work items and the whole bit. So once you get
using different ways of doing it, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep, and the pros and cons.
Yep.
And then Mohamed Radwan, he
posted about the delivery plans extension. We mentioned in a previous show how it was going into GA and it's available now for people to use. There's no additional charge. It's all awesome. And Mohamed from the UK just delve into the delivery plans extension and kind of gives quite a nice summary about what it is and how it works and how you can use it. So I actually found that quite useful. So it's a good post to read.
Obviously, there's a million ways you can do anything, right? And Mohamed, I'm going to try it out, Radwan, I think, fellow ALM MVP. He has a post on using the integration platform to migrate TFS 2017 to VSTS. So he goes through telling you how you get your environment ready, takes you through the steps of migration. He tells you, obviously, note that the tool itself is deprecated. He tells you what is supported and what won't be supported.
Call out. Jesse Howing did this one. And Mohamed Radwan did the VSTS post. And that's a really nice post. It talks about the differences between the dashboards. Jesse Howing has this ongoing post he wrote like 1 million years ago. And this has to be, if you are supporting TFS, and you're doing it like in the real world where you have multiple versions of TFS and multiple versions of Visual Studio, you have to pin this. You have to get this. The title of it is Connecting to TFS from Any Version of Visual Studio. And literally, it's any version. He first wrote it back in 2013, and he's continuing to update it. So from including VB6, Visual Studio.net, Visual Studio 2013 on Windows XP, connecting to TFS 2012. All of this stuff is here from every version of Visual Studio that you can possibly imagine is on this post.